make a pumpkin bag with me.
Here's your materials list. Screenshot it.
In regards to the pattern, I can't tell you where to get it because then I will be DQ'd from this program. In the comments, help each other out. Where should you go to find this? So there's 2 sets of basically the same shape. This one's just a little bit smaller. This is the outer and the foam, and this is the inner liner. And then some strip of scrap fabric for the handle. Printed fabric, and whatever color solid fabric you want. I've already cut these guys out. For the sake of speed, I'm gonna do these at the same time. The printed fabric and the foam. I use a rotary cutter because I find it easier. You can do what you want. Here's a cool trick if you've got foam that has creases in it from when it was in the packaging. Use your iron and steam it. And the creases disappear. This does not have to be super precise. You don't have to get the measurements exactly right. It's all stretchy and you can flub it, it's fine. This is a trick or treat bag, it's not that serious. Now for the liner. It does not need foam. I just realized I don't have the bottom hexagon in this solid orange, so I'm just gonna use teal because it's gonna look really cute with this. So this is the liner, but I'm also gonna cut an extra one of these to go on the outside. Liner. And I've got this doubled, so I only need to make 3 cuts. Okay, so we've got our liner, our outside, and our foam. Next, you match up your foam on all the outer pieces and then start pinning each corner. You really only need to pin the corners. It's just gonna make it a lot easier when you're at the sewing machine. Okay, we're at the sewing machine. So you're gonna line these up right sides facing so they are kissing, and every other one. So we're gonna do a print and a solid together. The next one's gonna be a solid and a print together, and so on and so forth. Okay, this part can be kind of tricky. We're gonna do the bottom on the hexagon. We're gonna take these right sides facing and line up any side of the hexagon with the bottom of the pumpkin. So we're gonna do one panel at a time. I'm gonna sew right here, and then I'm gonna pivot my needle and sew the next line, and then pivot my needle. Does that make sense? So straight line, pivot, line up this line. Lift up my presser foot, pivot, line up this line. Lift up my presser foot, pivot, line up this line. On the last one, you're not going to pick up your needle. I'm keeping the needle there. Lift up the presser foot. I'm going to line up these 2 curves, and this will complete the outside shell of the pumpkin. All right, we're going to do a liner. This is a very similar process to the outside. There's just no foam, so there's no pins. When your thread breaks, always restring everything. Back in business. Same thing with the bottom hexagon and liner. Line up the sides, and then we're going to pivot. And then lining up that last curve. On this one, we're gonna stop here, leave a gap till about here, and then sew right here. So you're gonna have a gap this big on the inside liner. This is for pulling everything right side out. Now, normally on projects, I don't like to leave a hole quite that big, but because of the foam, it's going to be really bulky and hard to pull through, so it does have to be a big hole. I forgot to show you guys the strap. So it's about 2 feet long, 4 or 5 inches wide. We're going to fold the edges in on themselves and fold it in half again. And then we're going to stitch along this line. And once that's done, we're going to stitch a wavy line in it. If you're a beginner sewer, I highly recommend that you pin this. I'm not going to. Now we start on the wavy part. And here she is looking all cute, just like a pumpkin vine. Next step, turn your pumpkin shell back inside out after you're done admiring it. Now you are going to clip or pin the stem to any of the 6 corners. It really doesn't matter which one, as long as you get the second one directly across from it. Make sure it's straight, not twisted. There, I've got my straps pinned inside. I'm going to take the liner, turn it right side out. My liner is now right side out. I'm going to stick it inside. So we've got right sides kissing. And then line up the corners. Doesn't matter where you start. And we're going to stitch all the way around. Just make sure it's sewn all the way around, hasn't missed any foam. Now we're going to take that slit that we left in there earlier and flip the whole thing right side out. And before we close it up, we want to look for any defects, any parts that got missed. Looks good. Now we're going to close it up. Remember, this is the inside liner, so it doesn't matter all that much. If you want it to be real pretty, you can tuck the edges inside each other like lips. Again, if you're a beginner sewer, pin it. Shove this back inside. And now we're going to top stitch. So we're going to stitch all the way around. Okay, now as I'm going along, I'm pulling on the liner to get it to roll down just a little bit so that when you're holding it up, all you see is the outside. I don't want the liner to show from the front when you're holding it up. All done. Isn't she cute?